Hi, everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Round Robin. I am your host, Tracy Preston, along with Christine Mulligan, Nina Mulligan, and, of course, my husband, Todd Preston. Hey, everyone.
Hey, what up, homies?
Hey, everybody.
Well, guess what? It's Labor Day weekend.
It's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah. And it's Labor Day weekend while we're recording today's show. Of course, it'll be past by the time this airs on Wednesday. And I love me a long holiday weekend. Do you guys have anything fun going on, or did you do anything fun for the long weekend?
Just relaxing. Just a few get-togethers throughout the weekend, but other than that, just chilling. No home projects. Not this weekend.
I know. I think that this is the first Labor Day weekend that we have not labored.
That's true.
Yeah. That was my thing this year. Is I was like, I'm not going to labor on Labor Day this weekend.
Right. Chill it good. Well, this year, Saturday, the 30th, we actually went to our hometown in Charlotte, and we attended the Festival of Oddities.
Yeah.
And that's kind of held at, they call it Courthouse Square Museum now.
Yeah.
We have the big old courthouse there. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We did a story on that.
We did a story on our haunted hometown.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was a great time. I can't believe we've never gone before.
We've been so busy.
I know, because we're laboring usually when this damn festival's going on.
Right? So did you meet a bunch of cool people? So what did you do? What happened?
Yeah, we did. Well, when we got there, I was just like, holy crap. Like, they had a couple of streets shut down. They had, food truck row, basically.
Yeah.
It reminded me of being at your guys' wedding because they had a coffee food truck.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, my God, that smells so good.
The aroma from it was just amazing.
It was so good. And crafters galore.
Right.
Galore. I've never seen so many crafters in that area, and they had some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
You know, macabre stuff and just really unique artwork and stuff like that. So that was super fun. And it started yesterday to apply to get a spot. So I hopped on that train immediately this morning and I applied.
Yeah.
So hopefully we will absolutely get a spot there.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we'll find out mid-January. So hopefully we get in and we don't get waitlisted.
Yeah.
Because that would really suck because, we were making shirts, our merch for our upcoming show on September 13th. So, of course, Todd and I had to wear some merch.
Yeah.
And
we had to represent.
Yeah, we did. And as soon as our feet legit hit the streets, immediately you heard people looking at our shirt and saying, oh, those are cool shirts, talking to one another. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of eyeballs on our shirts yesterday, and that's just one of the designs that we're going to have.
Yeah. And it's pretty cool, too, because we're starting to get, our faces are getting recognized, too. We'll be walking through the crowd, and, hey, you guys are the Malice people.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty fun. And it's definitely, what do I want to say, a circuit, or, you start seeing the familiar faces.
Yeah.
But we need to get on the circuit. We need to start being present and having booths and stuff like that. I mean, this is all new to us.
Right.
So we had gone to, a couple months ago, we went to a haunting in Rio Town.
Yeah.
That's where we met Brian McVeigh from Awaken Haunted Attraction. We met Ben.
A Crossroads of Curiosities.
Yeah, and his team,
yep.
Which is
Angela and Brittany.
They all met when they were going to school at MSU.
Yeah.
Ben, we learned last night, was there for film school.
Yeah.
I think he was there for film school.
Documentaries
and stuff like that. So he's got all that experience under his belt. And he's like, when you're walking through campus, there's all kinds of clubs. And he's like, I'm not in that. I don't want to be in a book club. I don't want to be in that club. So he kind of got approached about a paranormal club,
right.
I think it was. And so that was kind of he fell in love with it. The three of them, they've been out of college for a handful of years. So that's kind of what they do. They make short little clips and post those. They had a podcast. Are they still doing a podcast?
Yeah.
So they do a podcast, and then they do all these paranormal
videos
and research and stuff like that. Really,
they travel around and go to haunted places and check it out. And they've got the cool, fancy equipment and.
Yeah, we didn't do the EVPs. We pulled out our EVPs when everybody kind of went on their own way, because we weren't planning on that. We were just planning on stopping in, meeting a bunch of people, handing out flyers. And then we found out that through Tabe and Rice, our good friend now.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, yeah, they're doing the paranormal thing again. He did it last year with Ben and his team. And so we're like, oh, so when we found those guys, they're like, yeah, we're sold out, but we might be able to still get you guys in.
Yeah.
So something that turned into, hey, we'll be here for a couple hours, turned into us being there from like 2:30 to like what, 10 o'clock at night?
Yeah, like 10. It was almost 11 when we got home. Yeah.
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 Yeah, so that was super, super fun. It was a great, great time. And they also had a row of authors,
Yep.
true crime authors, paranormal authors, all authoring books on Michigan. So we met, I was so excited to meet this guy. We met Michigan true crime author Rod Sadler and his wife Terry. Super nice people.
Yep. Super cool.
Yeah. He had a couple books that he was selling, and one was about Don Miller.
Yeah.
Story we just did on Malice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I've got to have this book because I'm sure he's got way more details. And
And he autographed it.
he autographed it.
Yeah.
And get this. So he's been, for this book, to write this book, he's been pen paling Don Miller.
Really?
Yes. Yes. And his wife, Terry, which we went to school with, she was a couple years younger than I was.
Yep. She graduated a year under me.
Yeah. I graduated with her sister.
Right.
But anyway, it's the first time I met Terry, and she's so nice. Rod is super nice too. But anyway, so he was pen paling with Don Miller, and in 2031, he's set to be released from prison, which we also talked about. Now, here's the crazy thing. They're like, we're going to have to move. I'm like, what? I'm thinking, because now this Don's probably going to come find you. Well, he could find them easily because Rod gave him their freaking home address.
Oh, my goodness. Well, oopsies.
I'm like, why didn't you do like a P.O. box, man? So they may be moving shortly, in, before 2021.
2031.
2031.
I was going to say, a couple of years late.
Yeah. Now, I did, when I had to take a trip to Georgia for work, I thought, oh, yeah, I'll just drive. It's 10 hours. I miscalculated. It was 14 hours. So for the drive, I have audiobooks. So you can find all of Rod's books on audiobooks. So the one that I had gotten was The Mackinac Island Killer. That's a good book.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to read it or get it on audiobooks, I absolutely recommend it. He also wrote the book To Hell I Must Go, and we did a story on that. Remember, she was the one where her mom moved in and she took an axe to her mother-in-law and put her head on a platter for her husband
I do
for
remember
lunch.
It, yeah.
That's awesome. I'm sorry. I just had a visual of my ex-mother-in-law. That kind of made me giggle a little bit.
Yep.
Some people are very fortunate. They have, excellent mother-in-laws. I'm not saying all mother-in-laws. I'm just saying my ex-mother-in-law.
You're like, I could serve her up for lunch. Absolutely. So anyway, it was so cool meeting him. And then we also saw Nicole Bouchamp.
Yep.
We met her at a haunting in Reotown.
Yeah.
So she had a couple more books that I didn't know she had.
She's busy.
She's a busy chick, and she's a great writer. Yep. So that was really nice to see her again.
She just had her book launch, The Haunting in French Quarters. What's the name of the book?
I don't remember.
Yeah, but she actually, so she went down to New Orleans and for her book debut and stuff. So they do a lot of traveling, those girls.
Yeah, they get around.
Yeah.
They live in Bay City.
Yeah. Bay City. I'm sorry. Bay City Rollers. Every time I hear Bay City, I think of the Bay City Rollers.
I know, me too. I remember they were big in the day when we were in elementary school.
They were, roller skating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she's got a handful of books, and I absolutely recommend if you guys want to read some great paranormal research books. And of course, within the book, she's always, talking about the history as well.
Yeah.
So she's got a handful of books. I have the Haunted Detroit, Haunted Bay City, Michigan, and Haunted Bars and Pubs in Michigan. And as Todd mentioned, she's got the Haunting in the French Quarter. And then she also has, because I was looking up more books to see if she had any other books, she has Haunted Lighthouses and Ghosts of Michigan in the Upper Peninsula. So I'm going to have to get my hands on those books too. She's a great writer.
Haunted French Quarter Hotels, yes.
There we go.
Yep.
I bet that would be good.
Oh my God, am I the only person in the world that just never finds time to read or the patience or the desire?
Right. Well,
So much reading. It's exhausting.
I know. But the good thing about Nicole's books is they're not like ginormous books. Do you know what I mean? It's an easy read. They're just nice little books. But buy one and put one on your bedside table. Not in that special table, though. You know what I'm talking about.
I do, but how do you know?
You blabbed. We won't discuss it any further. We just know there's a special bedside table.
She's talking about my bedside table. Oh, okay.
Nina knows what I'm talking about.
Did I forget about a special table the last time I was there? Like,
No, my bedside
a
table.
special table?
You're like,
No.
what?
No, my bestie blushes a little bit when we talk about my bedside table.
My bedside table. It belongs to me now.
Right. Packed full of goodies. All right. We also met another true crime author, first time ever, really nice guy, Michael Delaware.
Yeah.
And I had trouble, man, because he had two of his books sitting out there, and I'm like, oh, God, which one? So Todd was like, get this one.
Yeah.
So we grabbed Victorian, Southwest Michigan True Crime, and it's again, it's not a really thick book, so it's going to be a nice, easy read. And he's got a few stories in there from the mid to late 1800s murders.
Yeah.
And he's got Jackson Prison like on the cover too. So Jackson Prison was like no joke.
It was no joke. And it was like a castle.
Yeah, it was a city within a city, basically, is how they described it.
Right.
Massive. So anyway, super, super fun meeting these authors. I love talking to them. And then, of course, the Ben. We already talked about Ben and running into them.
Yep.
All right, now, Nina, I would imagine that what I'm going to bring up next, you've seen on the good old TikTok. And I love that. I stole that from you guys. TikTok. Have you guys ever heard of the horrible drug problems going on in Kensington, Pennsylvania?
No.
Oh, the zombie bends.
Yes.
Oh, where those people are just like standing slumped over and stuff?
Yes. I have been pulled into this because you know how like when you're on Facebook and you have like all the reels on the top, I'm like, what is that? So I clicked on it and I could not stop watching. This was one of the most bizarre behaviors I've ever seen. And I started following this guy because he's actually trying to, like, he's walking the streets all the time and he's carrying water and he's like checking on people.
Yeah.
Some of these people look dead as shit. Dead. Right? So anyway, there was this woman and she's flopping around in the street. Like she was in front of like a parked car, like on the side of the street. And her body movements were so bizarre. She's rolling around, like her arms, flipping behind her, her legs. She's just flopping, rolling. I thought at one point, I'm like, oh, dear God, she's going to roll right out and to the point where she's going to get run the fuck over. Mm-hmm. I've never seen anything like it. And I just keep watching. I'm like, oh, my God. The group that I'm following is called City of Brother Love, right? Because Philadelphia is actually named the City of Brotherly Love.
Right.
It's shocking. So I'm like, what are these people doing? Because like you said, Nina, I've seen video after video where people are just laid out face first. Or like this video Todd and I watched the other day. You know how like babies sleep like with their asses up in the air on their knees and their face down? That's how this woman was on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Or they're just standing there completely bent over. And it's like person after person. Like it's so sad. I've never seen anything so horrible.
Yeah. It's a real epidemic.
It's out of control.
Yeah.
Do we know what the drug is that they're using?
Yes, I do. I looked it up. It's called Trank, and it's a combination of xylazine, and this is a tranquilizer used by veterinarians to sedate dogs, cats, horses, all that. It is not an opiate. It is a sedative, right? And it is not, and I repeat, it is not FDA approved to be used for humans. So what they're doing is they are combining xylazine with fentanyl,
Jesus.
cocaine, and or heroin. And they're shooting up like, I don't know, as many times as they can a day.
Yeah.
They shoot up, it fucking boom, knocks them down. And it's just like, oh my God. Like, I just can't believe it. And they call it the zombie drug. So it's called Trank. And they look like zombies, as we mentioned. So what it does to you, like you shoot it up and immediately people fall out. So they're heavily sedated. It drops their blood pressure, drops their heart rate. So, of course, when all that drops and they're barely breathing, so you're getting anoxic brain. And the other classic hallmark that goes along with doing Trank is these people end up getting horrible skin wound infections. That's like the hallmark. And these people, like this guy that's walking around videoing, they're walking around with Narcan. For the people that they can't wake up, they shove this little Narcan snorter up their nose. And of course, we all know what Narcan does. Like, boom, they sit right up. I've just never seen anything like it. And it's just horrifying. And, people are ODing all the time. Take them to the hospital. And then they're out in a couple days getting high again.
Humans will never surprise me. I feel like it's crazy bananas how every 15 years or so we have a new drug craze. Like when I was a kid in the 80s, it was crack. And then it went back to coke for a while. And then it went to heroin again. Like when I was a kid, I'd be like, who does heroin except for Vietnam vets? You know what I mean? Like I thought that was a dead horse. And then it came back around and then fentanyl hit the streets like crazy. And then it was, down in the South, at least it was, what is that, meth, right? Everybody was doing meth. And then it was the bath salts. And now it's like they put everything all together and now they're doing that, which is basically what I feel like the Trank is. It's like all of the really bad shit put into one drug. And they're like, yeah, this is a great idea. And all of this because of why? Like, is it a mental health problem? Is it a poverty problem? Like what, why?
I don't know. It's a bundle. Bundle that shit up. Let's shoot it.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, like, why do we always have like an epidemic of people that become junkies?
It's definitely an economic crisis.
Agreed.
I think it has to do with economics than anything.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, when people don't have what they need to survive, they're going to do what they need to do until their time comes.
But a few years ago, it was actually when my kids were teenagers, and it was what made me really grateful that I moved to Florida and left New York, because I don't think any single one of my friends was spared from their kids doing fentanyl.
Yeah.
Doing heroin. Like heroin was a big thing in Long Island and New York when my kids were in high school, and all of their high school friends were doing it. And these were all kids from middle class homes. You know what I mean? Other than the regular trauma of adolescence, they didn't have anything else in the world that should have been driving them to do drugs. They were choosing to do these drugs, and they were dying by the handfuls.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. Like, I can't fully understand why we lose half a generations every 15 years to some new drug fad.
Yeah. Well, remember it was the fentanyl patches too. People were chewing on those and they would die, right? Because a fentanyl patch has 72 hours of drugs that are slowly released, and they're chomping on this shit and they're going into respiratory arrest and boom, done.
Yeah.
And now everybody's shooting it up. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's absolutely bonkers. And one of the stories I watched was a nurse. She had had surgery. And this actually happened, not that the nurse I worked with, this happened to, but this chick on this show had surgery. Of course, they gave her opiates for pain. Boom, she's addicted. She's out on the street living in Kensington. Had a great life. She was an orthopedic nurse.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like, it's a one and done. Once you get this shit, that's all they can think about. So I don't know what it does to you, but I mean, what happened to the good old days? Just get high, just smoke some pot.
Right.
That's not going to take your life from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess I never understood all the drugs that make you just like black out, because I'm like, then what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole point is to experience the high, like mushrooms, makes sense to me because you're like awake and seeing colors you never saw before. You know,
And it's natural.
Maybe you see the Matrix. I don't know, because you're staring at the sky and you can see the honeycomb pattern. There's a doily around the moon. I'm not saying I know from personal experience. I'm just letting you know. Okay?
Right.
It's like a good time, and you're not sleeping, so you see it all.
And you have thoughts and imagination, and you enjoy it.
And I don't like needles. I'm not shooting up. No, thank you. I can't even watch you go. Like, I got to turn my head when they do the needles in people because it's just so gross to me. I think I'm traumatized from watching my dad do it as a kid when, he was diabetic. And as a kid, I don't know what the hell he's doing. I just know he's shoving this thing into his stomach and it looks crazy,
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do remember, I understand how people get addicted. When I got my wisdom teeth pulled, I think they subscribed or prescribed to me morphine. Can you get pills? Morphine pills?
No.
So what would be the equivalent of that?
Percocet, Oxycontin.
Like a regular old painkiller.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I lost time that weekend.
Yeah.
I saw 6 movies, and I don't remember any of them. You know what I'm saying? Not fun. I went back to the video store, and I went to go, check stuff out. And at the time, my kids were like, we've already seen that. I'm like, I didn't see it. I saw the beginning, and then I saw the end. And that's all I saw, so...
Yeah.
While it was the best sleep I'd ever gotten in my entire life, the whole getting addicted to that, I was a little sad when I took my last one. But I think that's only because at the time I was also a new mother, so I knew it was the last day I was ever going to sleep again.
Right.
But, overall, I don't see how people get addicted to that. It's not fun. You just go to sleep. What's the point of that?
Yeah, you're just out. I don't know. And then I don't know, maybe their body just craves it after. I don't know. Even when I had both of my C-sections for my girls, I don't want any of that shit. I just take Tylenol and I'm good. I'm fine.
If weed and wine can't fix it, just start digging the grave.
Exactly.
Yeah. You don't need anything else. Weed and wine. That's it. That's all you need.
That's it. Well, and some of these people, that will talk to them, one person got addicted because they put this form of drink or whatever in a joint that they were passed. Right?
Oh.
Yeah. So, I cannot stress enough, if anybody, man, woman, teenager, if you go to a party, do not smoke anything that you don't know who, you know what I'm saying? Don't smoke it. Don't take a drink from anyone, right? Because that was the thing. It was people were putting, what was it, MDMA, liquid MDMA in people's drinks, the date rape drug.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah. Don't take drinks, don't take bud, don't take anything from anybody. Just take your own shit to the party and enjoy your own shit.
Yeah. Look out for yourself.
Yeah. You just have no idea. It's frightening. And it's, Kensington is, the pinnacle of it, but it's happening in other big cities. So,
That's bonkers.
Yeah, it's frightening. It scares me.
It's super sad, too.
So that's really all I've got. Does anybody have anything they want to chat about before we move on to recommendations?
No, I don't really have much else. I'm not doing much this weekend. I'm just chilling.
That's true. You made that very clear.
I'm in chill vibe. I got no thoughts.
Awesome. Do you have anything, babe?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, let's move on to round robin recommendations.
Okay. This week we watched The Peacemaker.
Oh, yeah.
With John Cena. It is on Prime Video. And I'm not usually into this sort of thing. I'm not a big superheroes person.
It's like a spoof on superheroes.
Yeah, but I think I liked it because of that. It took umbrage with the corniness. Is that the right word, umbrage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Corniness kind of
Homage.
there you go. That's better. To the kind of corniness of it all. But it's he's a bad guy who also then turns good, and it shows a lot of growth in his character because he kind of starts off as a misogynist prick, and this ragtag team of unsuperheroes turned superheroes are kind of like out to get the bad guys and
They're
stuff.
fighting aliens.
They're fighting aliens, which is my favorite because I'm totally convinced we're all aliens. And but these were the bad ones. These were the bad aliens. So he was fighting for forces of good. So yeah, I think it was.
Were they the bad ones? We didn't really finish it.
I don't.
Did we finish it?
Yeah, I think we did. We're waiting for season 2, but this just came out this year, so we'll be waiting a while. But
okay, because there's like a cliffhanger. That must be the cliffhanger. They're like, are the aliens really bad, or are they actually trying to help us save the world?
yeah, because there's like 2 factions of the aliens from the same alien species, but we don't really. I couldn't really figure out which one was the good guys and the bad guys on this one particular alien race.
Yeah, it's confusing a little bit, and it's a little bit dumb, but at the same time, it's a little bit funny.
Yeah.
And we watched the whole season, so.
And if you like superhero stuff, and that's your like jam.
And you like spoofy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you know
It's
what?
a spoof on like a Marvel.
I think I saw something about that. I didn't really used to like John Cena, but he's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, he is kind of funny.
He is funny, even when he's trying to be serious.
All right. He does a lot of commercials too. For what was it? Garbage hefty bags or some shit like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. Anyway, cool. We'll have to check it out because we do like spoofs and we do like superheroes.
Oh, cool.
So we're in. So is it just the one show you guys are talking about?
Yeah, that's it. What do you got?
All right. So Todd and I had a very late night last night, all pumped up from being at the Festival of Oddities yesterday. So I don't know what time we went to bed.
It was, well,
Quite late.
it was 3 o'clock, I think.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
We got in bed, yeah.
Yeah. So, and we were up so late because we're like, oh, we got to watch something. So we actually watched 2 shows. So I'm going to talk about one and then I'm going to have you talk about the other one.
Okay.
Okay. So, and I'm not going to dive too far into this one because it will give it away. This is a documentary on Netflix called Trainwreck PI Moms. Have you guys heard of that?
Yeah, we watched it.
Oh,
It
okay.
was good.
Yeah. So it's a true story behind the 2010 Lifetime reality show featuring a private investigator who was once a police officer, and his name's Chris Butler. And he wanted to basically start up this private investigating business and hire everyday, ordinary women, housewives, soccer moms, whatever you want to call them. And he was like, basically, I loved it because they don't challenge me. It's like, what? But these girls were actually really cool women. I mean, they were there to whatever it is. If you have a cheating spouse or, whatever it was, they're hiding out in cars and, catching everything and all that kind of shit. So anyway, some dude heard about this. So he flew out and he's like, we got to turn this into a show. There's a huge scandal going on, some drug trafficking and some sabotage. So needless to say, it's really sad. These girls were pouring everything they had into it, and the show never got off the ground because of the sabotage and some of this drug trafficking shit. There was a guy who worked for, I think he was like, what was he, like a secretary basically for this guy, for this private investigating group. And I kept looking at him. So he was an actor. He was a real actor because this is out in San Diego, right?
Yeah.
And
San Francisco.
Yep. And so anyway, like, when this producer came in, like this guy is inserting himself right away. And he was like, oh, you should, make sure I'm in the show and blah, blah, blah. So it kind of turned from there because they're like, no, dude, it's called PI Moms. It's about women. It's not about you. He didn't like that.
Yeah.
He didn't like it at all. His name is Caro Marino.
Yeah.
Good looking guy. And I kept thinking, golly, man, I know him from somewhere. I found out where I knew him from.
Oh, okay.
Investigation Discovery.
Yeah.
There is a show called, or a series called Homicide Hunter with Joe Kenda. This show takes place, he's a detective out in Colorado. He plays the young Joe. So in the series, Joe Kenda, older fella, he's like, talks like this, like, oh my God. Like, he just doesn't get excited about anything. So as he's telling the story, it reverts back to now they create the movie-ish bit. And it's this guy, Caro Marino, who plays the young Joe Kenda. I'm like, oh my God, that's where I know him from. Because after all this shit went down, there's a scandal. I can't tell you what it is. But anyway, he ends up like really kicking off his acting career from there. And that must have been how he got this part.
Yeah.
For Homicide Hunters.
Yeah.
It's a good watch. I loved it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my recommendation, hun.
Unknown Number, The High School Catfish. So this is a documentary, and it is on a teenage girl in Beale City, which is not very far from here. So it's in Michigan.
Yep.
And this young girl, she's in high school, and she starts getting bullied.
Well, she's dating a boy.
She's dating a boy, and they've been together for
2 years.
For 2 years, and she starts getting text messages, and somebody's bullying her, and these text messages are just outrageously horrible, like telling her that she's ugly and she should kill herself, and it's just really, really bad. Now, Trace and I are watching this and we're thinking, well, why the hell why didn't she just block this number? Because these text messages just keep coming in. Started out
from an unknown number.
Yeah, from an unknown number. And at first it just starts out with her getting the text, and then her boyfriend starts getting the text. And, and it's the same thing. They're just beating these people down,
And trying to break them up.
So, and this goes on for 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I can't give it away, but the initial bullying started from somebody. They don't know who, or that's what they suspect. But the bullying continued even after the boy and the girl split up. So they were like, why is this still happening? Because whoever has been bullying us, they got what they wanted. We're not even together anymore, but they continued to get bullied with these text messages. I can't give it away. You will not believe who was sending text messages to these kids. These horrible text messages.
Filthy.
I mean,
brutal.
Just insane.
Mm-hmm.
And when we watched it to the end, and I was floored when we found out who was sending these text messages.
Yeah, it will blow your mind because you're going to say, oh, it was this girl because she liked this guy.
Yep.
And the text messages would include details that, because of course they finally get the police involved. And it's like, it's someone that knows all these details. How do you know about my basketball points that were scored? How do you know about this? And so like Todd mentioned, like the girl would, block the number. Well, then another number would call.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter what this girl did. And you can only imagine how horrible it made this girl feel.
Right.
She was an athlete. She was beautiful. She was a bright light. And you could see like what it was doing to her. Cyberbullying is just horrible. It's another epidemic out there.
The case didn't get solved until the FBI was involved.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy came in from the FBI, and he just dug into it. He was able to do what the police were not able to do.
Yeah.
And it was very fortunate that they found the person.
Yeah. It will shock you.
Yes.
It will shock you no matter who you think it is. It's not them.
Yeah, so throughout the whole show, you're kind of being guided in direction. So it's this person or it's this person. Nope, it's not the person you think.
Nope. So highly recommend.
Yes.
Highly recommend. It's nuts.
And like I said, this happened in Michigan, and we figured it was about 45 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Small town. 700 kids in the high school.
The entire high school.
Yep.
Not like a grade, like probably what you had in your graduating class, Christine.
Yeah.
You may have had 1,000 people in your graduating class. The entire high school, 700 people.
Right.
700 kids.
Well, I actually graduated from a smaller school, but yeah, it was still more than that, I think.
Right. Yeah.
But the school that I went to most of my life, a couple thousand thousand were in each class.
Same here.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a great documentary. Again, that's on Netflix. Unknown Number, The High School Catfish.
Yep.
I was waiting to watch it because I figured you guys would probably be talking about it this week.
I know.
I because everybody's talking about it on Facebook or whatever, that, like high school people I know or whatever, and they're like, what the actual fuck? Like everybody's mind is blown. So I went and I looked at the thing. I was like, I know they're going to watch that and they're going to talk about that. So I'll wait. So I've been waiting.
Oh, awesome.
Well, now you can watch it.
Yeah, you're a go. I know. I'm always butt puckering because I know you love documentaries. So I'm like, oh, God, I bet that's why I wanted you guys to go first, because I thought, well, if you guys had it, then we would chuck it.
Yeah. I figured that's why I came up with the other one. See, I got you, girl.
Look at
I
that.
love you.
I love you. That's awesome. All right. Well, that's all we have for the show today, guys. So thank you so much. And don't forget to get those tickets. We are 2 weeks away.
2 weeks away from today.
2 weeks away from today. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Woohoo, I got a new dress and everything.
I know. I can't wait to see us get all fancy. It's going to be nice.
We're going to be all sassy.
Sassy and fancy. I love it. And Nina will have her red wine, so she'll be extra sassy.
Oh, we should mention Angela went to the Festival of Oddities too, but we missed her. So we got there at the festival because she got there when it opened.
Yeah.
Yep, and they were just leaving as we had just got there.
I know. She's like, Adam's hungry.
We totally missed Angela.
He's got a headache. And she's like, we should eat, because that's what we did. We were on our way. I'm like, we need to stop and get some food.
Yeah.
So we filled up the tank first. So anyway, sadly, we missed Angela yesterday.
It's probably a good thing we ate before we went because
the food is outrageously expensive.
Very expensive from those food trucks for sure.
It was nuts. But a good time. Mm-hmm. But I did get, they have this caramel apple with nuts. And it's not like your typical caramel apple where it's on a stick. Oh, no. They must have one of those apple slicers, like you just push down on it and it opens up like a flower. Hot caramel and nuts.
Yeah.
That's a win. That was worth it.
Wow. What are we talking about? Anyway.
You don't even like nuts.
Apples. I'm sorry. Apples. I digress.
Yeah.
That is one of the funniest things because when we were getting ready, we were telling somebody about how we were going to go back up to Michigan for a little bit, blah, blah, blah. And then we had a show, yada, yada. So then Nina was like, yes, I cannot wait to go get more apples.
Oh,
Michigan
that's right.
has the best apples.
Oh, that's right.
That is hysterical. Yeah, she's a Florida girl. She don't know nothing about no fresh apples.
Yeah, that's true. You guys are going to have to hit the road and go get some after you, maybe after you land. You guys coming in on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely look up some apple orchards. There's some orchards around because you guys are coming into Grand Rapids.
Well, we got St. John's right here.
Oh, we got St. John's too.
Yep.
Yeah, but that place we stopped, those apples were massive.
Yeah.
They were so big. They were like as big as my head.
Yeah.
Is it even apple season? Like, isn't it too early for harvesting apples right now?
No, it's the season right now. You guys were here last year in September.
Yep.
Yeah, I told her that.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it's the end of September, October is when the apples are the best.
Well, I don't know when they start picking, but they're absolutely picking now.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the apple. Like, apple season isn't just in September.
I don't think it's the apple. I think it's the farm.
I don't know. I'm not an apple connoisseur. Wait,
Well,
I don't know.
I bet you must read a book, bitch.
Is there a book about apples?
I'm sure there is.
God damn it. Now I have to research apples before you get here. I'll do it. I'll do it this week. All right. Well, that's our show, guys. Thank you so much. And don't forget to grab those tickets. We look forward to seeing you. Again, it's going to be the best show you've ever seen.
That's right.
That's all I'm saying. So thanks, everyone. Have a great week. And we will see you back on Friday for F-Bomb. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.
Peace out.
Adios.
Voices passing left to right, talking through the day and night. Every turn's a brand new thing. In this round robin we swing. Round robin, spin that sound. Pass the story, pass it round. Snap your fingers, tap your shoes. Laughs and chatter light the room. Do round robin show.